we've been talking about Page Industries for the last 5 days. On the way down, that stock had seen relentless selling, but now it's trying to recoup some of those losses. It's a 1,100 rupee up move on Page Industries. The stock has moved up close to about 5%. Ashwini Gujral, Rajat Bose join us on the show now. Ashwini, any thoughts on Page Industries? Do you think it's bottomed out, it's making an up move, and even your other trading ideas?
Stocks don't bottom out so quickly, and given that it's a very over-owned stock, I don't think that may have happened. It's probably some sort of pullback rally. Broadly, maybe the range now for Page Industries could be 20,000 to about 27,000. So that way, it will settle into a lower range. I don't think it's still headed for fresh highs immediately.
All right, not headed for fresh highs immediately, but another consumer stock which is moving higher right now is Nestle, now moving to the high point of the day, undone most of its losses for this month, absolutely flat. So, Rajat, you have a view on Nestle?
Yeah, Nestle actually on the intraday chart, it has formed a bottom around 10,750, and currently the January futures is at 11,121. I have a feeling that it is headed for 11,350 to about 11,500. That can happen sooner than later. I'm talking about January futures prices, and the chart pattern looks pretty good. In fact, it's kind of a short-term reversal pattern. But unless and until you see Nestle crossing 11,500 to about 11,600 major resistance zone, there wouldn't be any sustained upswing. But this is definitely a short covering, some real buying is happening. And so is the case with Page Industries, I suppose.
Okay, we'll come to your exact recommendation on Page Industries, Rajat. Before that, Ashwini, you had earlier recommended going long on the Bank Nifty. Any banking stocks that you would recommend a trade on?
I think PSU banks are showing a lot of traction, and that's what is keeping the Bank Nifty almost at break even. So State Bank of India is a buy with a stop of 294, target of 310. Canara Bank is a buy with a stop of 276, target of 290. And Bank of Baroda remains a buy with a stop of 118, target of 130. We still maintain long positions on Bank Nifty. And by the end of the day, I would think that maybe even some private banks would recover and hence take the Bank Nifty into the positive. So that way, this is a good time to enter into Bank Nifty, given that it's had half a day of correction and has not shown great downside traction.
All right, fair point there. The Nifty Bank recovering from the lows, absolutely flat. But let's go back to Rajat. In fact, all the consumer names, they're buzzing. So ITC should come up for you at the high point of the day. Rajat, you have a call on Page Industries and some other consumer names as well?
Yeah, I have Page Industries January futures as a buy. Mind you, this is a short covering rally, and I have checked the chart, daily chart, end of day chart, that shows that when Page Industries goes for a short covering kind of a rally, it continues for 3 days. So chances are this rally is likely to continue, and broadly I believe the range that Ashwini stated, that is 20,000 to about 27,000, may not rise up to 27,000 this short covering rally. But definitely 24,400 could be a target, and prior to that 23,950 is another target for me, and I would put a stop loss below 22,350 for Page Industries. Mind you, I tend to think that Page Industries headwinds to continue, and it will breach the lows that it posted recently, maybe yesterday. So it is just a short covering rally. Coming back to the other consumer name, UBL January futures, I would put a stop loss below 1390, 1420 and 1434 are the targets. UBL shows a lot of strength on the daily chart. Chances are there is higher levels could well be breached even. And finally, a cement stock that looks good to me. Ramco Cement, 623.50 is my stop loss for January futures, 639 and 643 are the targets. I personally do not have any positions in any of these counters as well as any of the indices.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.